Greetings from Extra Marks. In this video, we are going to see how a student can log into the Extra Marks platform and access the Learning app and its features. First, the student has to type in the Extra Marks URL, website URL, which is www.extramarks.com. And then the child could log in with the credentials given to him or her. And click on login. Once we click on login, this is how it looks like when there are multiple profiles. The profile we would have to choose is this K12. Once we click on that, this is how the student learning dashboard looks like. To instantly start learning and access the features, the student can tap in on the syllabus option and then choose the subject of his choice or her choice. So here I'm choosing physics. Then after that, it asks me which part of physics I would like to get into. And then I tap on physics part 1. When I click on physics part 1, these are the lessons I have in physics part 1. And then I could get into whichever chapter I would like to. I click on gravitation. So once I click on gravitation, it takes me to the page where the chapter has all the content in it. So this is how the content has been segregated. It has conceptual learning, where it has all the animation and the high graphic videos in it. And when we click on one of the tiles here, it gives an access to all the subunits or sub panels which are available in each panel. And then what we have next is detailed learning. Detailed learning is a place where the concept could be understood in a very elaborate manner. So for this chapter, gravitation itself, there are about 111 slides arranged in this PPT module. So this gives a detailed and an elaborate emphasis on the whole chapter. After this comes the quick learning. Quick learning is nothing but it's a recapitulation of what was learned in the detailed learning. So if the child wants to have a quick recap, the child can access the quick learning tab. Then after that, what we have is practice. This is where a student can practice different kinds of questions related to that chapter. And if the child wants to test the academic caliber in this particular chapter, the child could start taking tests. So there are various kinds of tests which we have here, which are MCQs, which are short, long questions, which are recently taken by the person who is in this profile. It also has trending tests. It also has mock tests. And it also has an option to create an own test. I'll quickly show how this create your own test looks like. So this is a customizable test. So a student would be able to choose the subject. The student would be able to choose the chapter of his choice or her choice and click on next. And the student would be also able to choose the amount of time he could take this exam. The student has to accept the terms of the exam, and then the student can attempt. The student can end the test as per his discretion whenever he wants to. And immediately after that, it's going to show a detailed score descriptors and an analytical report of how the child has performed in the exam. Not only that, it also has an answer key, which the child could understand in deep where the child was actually lacking at in terms of the difficulty, in terms of speed, and everything else. And not only that, it also has answers. By tapping on view explanation, the child would be able to have access to the solutions also. And this is how the solutions would be like. So this is how the child goes through a 3-step academic approach to master any academic concept from any subject. The 3-step academic pedagogy which the child experiences in an Extra Marks platform is LPT, which is learn, practice, and test. If the child wishes to individually get into any of these 3 modules, the child may do so by clicking on these icons available here. Thank you for watching this video.